Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to Stationeers. So, in the previous episode, we were getting our new deep mining outpost up and running, and we were actually getting fairly close, and then we had a bit of an incident with our rover. Basically, what happened is part of it was my fault. I did drive into a hole. Uh, I drove into this hole right over here and then I had to dismantle the rover. Thankfully, I unhooked all our crates and took all the batteries out, dismantled and rebuilt the rover, hooked up our crates back up, and unfortunately, when I did that, we lost both crates. Now, I did search high and low in between episodes to see if I could find them, and actually, I did find them, so we're gonna go grab them. Um, Yeah, I am not sure how they landed way over here, but I was out trying to find them, and for somehow they are all the way over here. I have no idea how they got over here, but here both of them are. Yeah, we got really lucky. um I was actually in the process in between episodes of recreating everything that was in these crates, but now I don't have to because we have them. So, yeah, that makes me extremely happy because yeah, that would have used a lot of resources, but yeah, I have no idea what happened because when I attached the crates to this, there is a bug or a glitch or something where every once in a while, well, and I think this happened in some of the previous episodes I had too. Essentially, I would attach the crates, I'd drive off, the crates would disappear. Now, I thought they just despawned, but somehow they ended up way the frick over here, which I am not sure how that happened, but we are just gonna be happy. Alright, so let's hook both of these back up, and then I'm gonna drive around. Well, I'm gonna do a little test first to make sure that they actually stay there. But yeah, I am so surprised that I was able to find these. Okay, so let's hop in here. Alright, the yellow crate's still there. I believe the orange crate's still there. Alright, so far so good. Let's start to drive a little bit. Nope, man, they're still there. So, yeah, we should be good. But yeah, I have no idea how they ended up way over here. Um, unless they just got launched. But yeah, I had to go back and kind of rewatch the episode as well to try to figure out exactly what happened. Essentially, all I did is I hooked the crates up, I got in the rover, started driving, and the minute I started driving is when they actually disappeared. So hopefully that's a bug that they fix here pretty soon because that was not a good one. Alright, so I should be able to open these up and we should be able to drive around as normal since we do have them. Alright. And then I also did figure out there's an easy way to like switch things from your inventory into your hands. You just yeah, you just get the mouse cursor and you just right click and it will automatically switch between so you don't have to drag and drop. Alright, so let's put all of this in here. Plastic sheets, plastic sheets. Yeah, because that also means I can grab all of our chutes and put those in there too. Alright, we'll do something like that, but we do have everything, so that's perfect. One, two. Let's see, that other one went in here. There we go. I have a feeling I'm gonna need more chutes than that, but that's okay. And we didn't lose our solar panels, thankfully. But yeah, no, we have everything, so that's fantastic. Okay, since I kind of know where I'm going, I don't actually need that turned on. Is there anything else I need while I'm here? Let's see, water's good, food is good, our battery's good, our oxygen tank is decent. Yeah, we should be good to go. All right, let's head over to our deep mining outpost. All right, everything's still connected. So we are going to close both of these and we are going to head out. I'm so paranoid now though. Although, good news is that the crates didn't actually despawn. I was kind of worried about that. But yeah, we did find them, so that makes me really happy. Alright, so our mining outpost should be this direction. Nah, it's actually a little bit more this way. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, let's not drive into any more holes, because I don't want to have to deal with that again. Yeah, I do kind of wish you could drive the rover in third person, though. That would, I feel like that would make driving around a little bit easier. All right. Let's see. Where's it at? Should be fairly easy to spot. Kind of wondering if I went too far. Thankfully, the tracking beacon is still working over there, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, I might have over... Alright. Since apparently I forgot where we were going. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. I didn't go over far enough. It is this way. Yeah, I almost need to make like a road or something. Which I could make a road out of cladding. That wouldn't be too difficult. Would be kind of fun. I have to figure out how I actually want to do that though. Alright, I have to be really careful over here. I did dig a bunch of holes. And I need to swap that battery. Speaking of battery, I forgot to grab our other batteries. Yeah, I think I just have the one battery in this rover right now. I do. Oh well, that's okay. Alright, so here we are. Yep, there's a hole right there. Alright, so I grabbed a bunch of steel sheets since I needed a bunch of steel sheets to actually finish building all of these. I didn't grab any more centrifuges, did I? I did not. So I think what I'm gonna do is this one's coal. I'm not too worried about the coal. So maybe we'll build this guy first. So this one can start, well, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, maybe having this one go first, then I can start getting everything sorted and stuff and smelted. So let's see, I need a crowbar to deconstruct it, and I forget that I can just right click. That's such a cool feature. Yeah, so we're gonna do this deep miner first. There we go. All right, let's grab the steel sheets that we have. I would say we have a lot of steel sheets. Oh, and I need electronic parts, don't I? All right, well, we're gonna do this then. All right, do that, do that, do this, do that. Yeah, I'm gonna build this one first because this is where the iron, copper, and silicone is. Hey, good morning. Yeah, so we're gonna build this one first here. All right, so I actually need this to finish up this battery. All right, perfect. And let's grab the heavy cable. Alrighty. So since the sun is out, we might as well start getting some solar power going. Perfect. Alright, we have solar panels, we have glass. Yeah, we're just gonna have the solar panels face the sun. There we go. Yeah, and then I am gonna hook up a solid fuel generator to our coal miner here so that I can just get infinite power that way. Okay, let's see. Sensor. Let's do something like that, and then logic reader, batch writer. Oops. I see the buggy now. So yes, I actually in between episodes I was in the process of recreating everything that I had, and we came across the crates. So yeah, when I got in there, I thought they just despawned, but they actually got launched. So yeah, no, I was just walking around in between episodes gathering resources and stuff so I could remake everything that I had, and I came across both crates just lying there next to a crater. So that was actually a really happy surprise because I was not expecting to find those crates at all. I 100% thought that they had just despawned. All right. Here, let's do this. Alright, so we should start getting some power here pretty soon. Perfect. Alright, so logic reader is going to read the daylight sensor, and it's going to be vertical. And this is going to read the logic reader, solar panels, and vertical. I probably need power hooked up to it. We are going to do everything in heavy cable, just because this is going to eat up a bunch of power. Oh, crap. Oops. Yeah. Oopsies. So, I'm gonna have to redo these. So, realistically, data in... I guess I could do them both. Actually, let's just do it this way. Yeah, so we'll do data in, and then that'll be data out. So yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Yeah, I kind of messed that up a little bit. Made a circuit, which we didn't want to do. Alright, we want that there, though. There, so there's the data. Now the rest of it, I can just... There we go. Okay, there we are. So this is going to be daylight sensor, vertical. Alright, yeah, let's just do this first. So daylight sensor, vertical, logic reader, solar panel, vertical, turn that on. And then we will hook up this last corner right here. There we are. And then obviously we're going to... So 90 degrees is what each of these get turned to. Next time buggy bugs, you need to look up to see if the structure can be identified. Yes. Although, my goal is to make sure the buggy doesn't bug, but if I can avoid driving into any more craters or holes, that would be fantastic. Alright, so we have power. Nice. So then while this battery charges, we are going... Actually, you know what I can do? I can grab you. Bam. Charging that battery. Alright, perfect. So now I can start actually working on this. So let's do welding torch, steel sheets. Oh, and I need a wrench versus a welding torch. Now I need the welding torch. Perfect. Let's see, and then... Alright, let's go get some more steel sheets. Alright, and then I need plastic sheets. Oh, the battery's charging. That's gonna be nice. Oops. Perfect. Now I need a screwdriver and cable. Awesome. Yeah, so these are going to be coal, iron, copper, and silicone. Gold's all taken care of. That's the deep miner that's right next to our base. But silos are constructed, so that's perfect. Now I really just need to wire everything up. Chutes, program the sorters, write some logic for, well, everything, actually. And then we should be good. So, let's start. I'm going to have to make some more heavy cable. And then we're just going to do this. Yep, and 12 is not enough to do anything else. Let's see, and then I need to hook this up. Alright, so yeah, so I need to go home. We need to make some more heavy cable. But while I'm here, let's continue kind of building everything I need to here. Alright, let's do... I don't need steel sheets. I'm going to have to place the computer. I need the chutes more than anything else right now. Alright.
Hydration critical.
Hydration critical, that's not good. And that'll go like that. Straight. Straight. And we're going to do corner. Corner. And then I think I can just do three-piece there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to have to head home here pretty soon regardless, just because we are running low. Alright, so then what we're going to do here is this is going to go up. That's going to go like that, and then this is going to come down like this. Yeah, this one's going to be similar to how my mining platform was in some of my other series. Hey, good morning. Alright, so this will go down. And this will go like this. There we are. Yep, I need more chutes. What we are going to do right now, though, is actually head home because my water levels are dropping pretty low. And let's not try to drive into any more holes, because I got really lucky finding those two crates. Oh yeah, my CO2 filter's really low there. Yeah, I kind of know where it's at, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, the last few times I've driven over here, I've been able to find it for the most part, so I'm not too worried. I did. Famous last words. Nah, we'll be fine. Granted, those are also famous last words too, so our water levels are getting dangerously low here. How close to finish off the OP? We are getting close. I need to make a bunch of heavy cable and then a bunch of chutes. There we are. I recognize this little hill right here because that's where I found the 2 crates at. It's a future me problem. You're not wrong. Alright, and home sweet home. And our crates are there. That's amazing. Alright, we gotta go inside and take care of our water before I do anything else here. Turn our suit off, open up our helmet, turn our light off so we don't waste power. And let's drink some water. There we go. That's better. And then while I'm here, I can also eat some food. Yummy. Potato. Alright, well, the jetpack's actually doing fine. Let's turn this on. Let's get some more oxygen in here. And then let's see, how's our plants doing? Thriving, thriving, thriving. Everything's thriving. That's fantastic. Let's see here. The Atmos analyzer is right there. I was going to check the atmospheric composition to see how our CO2 levels are. Ooh. Swap that out and perfect. Alright, and our oxygen is taken care of. So I do want to finish up this door. The downside is I need the welder to do it. Which means I should probably build the portable scrubber at some point because I'm going to get a bunch of pollutants in here, which is going to cause an issue. Yeah, we'll finish working on that outpost over there and then we'll worry about that. So, close our helmet, turn our suit on, and turn off. Perfect. Okay, so I need a bunch of iron, which we actually have a bunch of iron right here. I could use, well, I could use that, but might as well just use this. Iron actually smelts really freaking fast, so should be okay. I think our base is coming along nicely. I do want to kind of decorate the outside of it with a bunch of walls and stuff. Granted, I did start using... Yeah, before I actually replace these walls, I'm going to have to do the walls on the outside. Alright, and then I need a bunch of iron, which I have 9 iron right here. Yeah, we'll just wait till all this gets smelted. What if you weld from the outside, from inside the shower and remove the glass? What if you weld from inside the shower and remove the glass? I mean, I could do that, but the door's open right now, so even if I were to weld from in here, it would still pollute everything else, which it wouldn't be a whole lot of pollutant, so I'm not too worried about it. I could absolutely do it. Alright, let's make some more chutes. I mean, realistically, just one quick weld will be enough to actually, finish this off. So I'm really not too worried. I'll have a little bit of pollutant in there, but the area is big enough where it probably won't affect me. I guess we could do it really quick. I also need to make some heavy cable too. Alright, well, plastic sheets.
Temperature high.
Okay, that wasn't terrible. Temperature was a little high. Oh, and I need glass. Do I have glass? I have glass on the rover. Alright, let's go grab some glass. I do need to swap our battery out. There we go. Don't you have the mats for the arc welder now? I do, which I can make it at any time, but the downside of the arc welder is it is really power hungry. You end up swapping those batteries pretty quick. Which isn't the worst thing. I mean, that's what solar panels and power is for. I want to make the hard suit and automate our suit turning off and on, though. There we go. Sweet. So we have cable coming through right here, so I can just do this. Hey, look at that. Then we're actually going to keep that one turned on. We can do something like that, I guess. That'll work. Nice, we have a shower. One thing we are going to do is we are going to rename it. Shower. A. Beautiful. Looks great. Alright, well, our shower's done. Okay, let's head back outside. Wait, did I accidentally click this? Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, and we're good. Let's open this up. Alright, nice. Do we have any more? We do have a little bit more in here, so we'll hold off on those ones. I do need more iron. I do need more chutes than what I currently have there. I might have to go out on an iron run. Yeah, let's throw all the iron we have in here too. That'll give us 10. That's not nearly enough. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go out on an iron run. But in the meantime, do I have any copper? I have no resources whatsoever. Yeah, so we need copper and iron. Could drive that, but we're just gonna walk. Yeah, when I was out gathering the materials to recreate everything that we lost in those crates, I found a bunch of copper and iron this way, and then conveniently enough, I found both of those crates, so I didn't actually have to do anything, which was actually really nice. But yeah, I mean, the rover was way over there. I'm not sure how the crates ended up over here, but yeah, they were laying right over here. And apparently my iron didn't get transferred. Alright, well, we have iron and copper over here. Oh, there's copper there, too. Alright, so let's mine all of this. It'll be so nice once I have that deep miner up and running, because then I can just drive to the deep miner, grab a bunch of resources, and they're already going to be pre-made ingots, which is going to be nice. Alright, well, I have a bunch of iron on me. Let's get some copper. Sweet, okay. Iron and copper. There's more iron over here. I have 4 stacks of iron. I just probably should grab some more copper. It's also really nice not having to worry about gold anymore, too. Let's see here. We'll swap you out. This will allow us to grab at least 3 stacks of copper here. Oh, there's a bunch of iron over here too. Well, that's all we're grabbing. Alright, so 2.5 stacks of copper and 5 stacks of iron. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, and I probably will build the arc welder at some point, just because I'm going to have multiple batteries in that base, so we should be able to charge those batteries really easily. Been checking out the beta changelog Stationeers. I have not. I actually need to. Finally finished all the tutorials. Nice. Yeah, I remember when I first started, I don't think there were any tutorials, and then when they started releasing them, I'd play them off and on just to see, but I haven't actually gone through all the tutorials, ironically enough. Okay, let's open you up. Let's do this. We're just gonna throw everything from here into here that we have. There we go. Because we are going to... Oops. There we go. Alright, let's make some... I'm just gonna rapidly smelt everything here. That's the reason I'm doing this. 1 oxide, 2 volatiles. That's the proper ratio, technically. They taught me the controls, but I was surprised how much knowledge I picked up from the videos. Yeah, the controls are the hardest thing, but since they added the ability to have the cursor on the screen, it's made it infinitely easier. You used to be able to, actually, you used to have to just scroll between everything that you wanted, and then that was actually really annoying. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Iron 250. Sweet. Alright, well, that's overkill on iron. I don't need that much iron worth of, or shoots worth of iron. Yeah. Sweet. And then that's actually dropping fairly fast. There's changes coming for the sun. Solar storms assume they will affect the moon. Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be amazing. I still think there should be an option. Granted, I'd be really mad if this actually happened to my base, but like meteor showers or something, I think that'd be really cool. Granted, that'd be terrible if it actually hit your base though. Welcoming to solar panel will change too. Yeah, that one does actually make sense. All right, I have a bunch of gold in here, so we're just gonna drop that gold there and just throw that in there. And we're just gonna make a bunch of heavy cable. Okay, so we have 3 stacks of chutes over there. Each chute needs 3 iron. Let's see here. So there's already 10, so let's do this. So this is enough for 1 stack. And there's already 3 iron in there too. Yeah, so we'll get about 2 stacks worth. And we're making heavy cable, so now we just kind of have to wait. Yeah, I mean, probably a lot more heavy cable than what I currently have right there. So let's do another. Oh, was that 30? Gosh dang it. Oh, that's 45. That's 25. Yeah, that'll make 100 heavy cable for us. All right, and there's all the chutes. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but that's going to give us a pretty decent start. Yeah, I need to build another battery. The only thing that is scraping on my mind is the reverse logic for buttons in UI. For example, filter off means the filters. Yeah, that one kind of takes a while to get used to. Yeah, like this, like essentially, if you click it, it turns it off, and then if you click it back on, yeah. So it's showing you what the button, what it'll be if you click it, essentially. Which I'm not a huge fan of that, but. I mean, I think color coding everything would be better. Like off would be like red and then on is green, obviously. So I think that would make it easier. I wish cable would like make faster. I guess in the meantime, what I could do, because I have some steel on me, don't I? That's silver. That's steel. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 18, 36. Let's see, 38, 40, 42. Let's see, 44, 46, 45. All right, well, 45 it is. Bunch of walls. Yes, that would actually make sense. Add turn in there would actually fix that 100%. All right, so I have like 6 iron on me too, don't I? All right, so there's 1 stack of cable. Let's see. Let's merge some of this stuff here. Let's see. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot I had the mining backpack. But that's too much text when you could just make it for green or red. Yeah, I mean, green is on, red is off would makes way more sense. Sweet. And then I have a bunch of plastic sheets, so that should be fine, but I can start doing this at least. the outside of our base is going to look great. Oops. There we go. Let's see, where are we at here? 29? Yeah, we're on the downhill slope now. Problem with the Earthsuit, you can't fly with it. Problem with the harm suit. Okay. Almost there. See, my math should have been right. 42. Or 45, actually. Yeah, because I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16. Yeah, I need 18 more. That's 16 more, so I'm off by 2. Apparently I miscounted somewhere. Hmm. Well, let's make 2 more really quick. Alright, and there's our last thing of heavy cable. Not necessarily last thing, but maybe what I'll do... How much copper do we have? I don't have a whole lot of copper left. But I can always go grab some more copper. So let's make another thing of heavy cable while we're over at our outpost. Oops, that's wall type 4. I don't want that. Oh no. Swap this out really quick. Here's how the Mark II bug is behaving. I don't think they have the Mark II buggy in the game yet, do they? There we go. So now I just need a crap ton of plastic sheets, but that's fine. We're going to put this battery back. Alright, we'll turn you off. You're still being made. Alright, our battery's good. I need to top off our food and water. Turn our suit off. Let's top off our water. Probably top off our battery too while we're here. Let's see, how are you guys coming along? Ooh. You guys are basically ready to harvest. That's fantastic. And then once I get the deep miners up and running, I'm going to work on a trading platform. So then we can get a trader and actually get some more crops. Because the other crop I want to get is soybeans. Because then we can get oil and I can turn these potatoes into French fries, which are way better. Alright, so water's good, food is good. Our battery will be good here in just a second. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's head out. But yeah, solar storms on the moon would actually be kind of fun. Alright, let's do another little test. Alright, they're both still there, so we should be good to go. Alright, so hole there. Alright, and then it's like straight this way. I'm drifting alongside that crater there too. Yeah, so the deep miners are like right over there.
Waste tank caution.
Uh-oh. Forgot to empty our waste tank. Well, hopefully we'll be fine. I'd rather not have to turn around to empty our waste tank. I mean, I could always just bend it into the atmosphere too, so that's not the worst thing. I guess vent it into the lack of atmosphere since we're on the moon. Alright, now should be straight ahead. Yep, there they are. Beautiful. And then I think there's a hole somewhere up here, so I need to be really careful. Okay. Here we are. Perfect. So we have chutes, we have cable, we have a little bit of everything we need. The only thing I haven't done is I need to make more electronic parts, which I have not done that yet. Alright, and then you are going to come across like this. Because there's going to be 2 centrifuges right here too. Alright, so that's all hooked up. This is all hooked up. I guess I can try to hook all of this up too. Actually, one of those will work. And then we'll merge you right here, like that. There we are. Do something like that, and then we should just be able to turn this on. Hey, we have power. Perfect. Well, now I just need to finish wiring the rest of this up. Perfect. And then I guess what I can do here, I could just have it go. I could have one coming along this way, and then I could have one coming along this way. That could work. And then it just connects right here. are. Alright, that all should have power now. And then, let's see, we have iron, copper, and then silicone will go in here. So that's basically all we need, actually. So that's all hooked up. Oh, that battery's full. That's awesome. It would be full right now. Okay. And we're just gonna have these set to 500. So then they just come out as full stacks of ingots here for us. Put you back. And then we'll turn all of these on. Yeah, the biggest thing is making sure that these furnaces stay on. Alright, let's go grab our chutes. And apparently I just overshot the rover. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna need more chutes, which is fine. Alright, and then last but not least, this one will come out like this. This last one should be silicone. Perfect. And then, yeah, I'll have to hook this deep miner up to this chute as well once I get to that point. Okay, I don't know if I have enough chutes to complete this part, but it's going to be close. Actually, hang on a minute. I wonder, because chute-wise, oh yeah, okay, well, it still requires the same amount of chutes. Sweet, okay, well, there's that one. Oh, we have enough. Beautiful. Alright, so the chutes are done. The only chute that, or the only thing I haven't finished yet is our coal one, which this miner shouldn't grab coal at all. This one is the only one that'll grab coal. Okay. So that's all good there. That's good there. I can hook the sorter up really quick. I can program the sorters. And then I just need to grab a logic housing and an integrated circuit so then I can program the rest of this. Let's see, let's do, so this one's going to be copper, and you're going to be iron. Sweet. And then I guess what I can do while we're waiting is I can actually turn this on. All right, let's go grab a logic housing integrated circuit because we already have the computer and stuff here. Actually, I do kind of want to use this big computer here. I feel like that'd be fun. Well, and actually chutes are going to go right there, so maybe be better to have the computer like right here. And then I believe it goes right here. I might have to wait. Um, yeah, that's actually really freaking cool. I like how they keep adding more computer variants. All right, let's see. I've never actually used this computer before. That's amazing. I love that. Like a flat screen TV or something. Okay, so maybe this will be easier to maybe. Um, uh-oh. Hmm, why can I not control that? Yeah, so all I switched alt with tab. Hmm, I can't actually edit this at all. Well, that's a bit of an issue. Well, I might have to use the smaller one then. That's frustrating. I wanted to use this one. Oh well. Guess I could use the retro computer. Nah, we'll just use the normal computer just to play it safe. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's one thing I wish that they would do is when you go to like right click to just move stuff from your inventory. I wish like it would also stack stuff for you too. All right. Will you let me actually do it? Yeah, so it's 100% the computer. All right, if I remember correctly. Oops, nope, not iron wall. Scroll all the way down to ores. All right, and then we want copper. Nope, not gold. Crap. Copper. There we go. Scroll all the way down. Yeah, like I really like those big computer screens, but yeah, another bug. All right, so we have iron and copper. Now these should be sorted. And now I just need to make everything automatically smelt, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then technically I can, take the computer away and do something else with it too, but that's fine. Okay, so I have to head home because I just need some logic and then I can program everything and then we're basically good to go. I do need, let's see, 8 more electronic parts. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I need 8 more electronic parts so then I can finish these deep miners here. I think I need a bunch of steel. Let's see, let's do this. Fly over here. There we go. And then screwdriver and 5 cable. Screwdriver, cable. Alright, now I just need a bunch of electronic parts. Okay, that should be easy enough. Yeah, so this deep miner is going to take a minute to reach the bedrock, so that should hopefully give us enough time. But even once it reaches the bedrock, it's going to take even more time to actually bring up the dirty ore, so yeah, we should be fine. What I might do on my return trip to the base is, if I come across any copper nodes, I might end up actually mining those. Speaking of a copper node, maybe I don't want to do it right next to that. Sure, that'll work. Because I have a stupid amount of gold, so copper would be nice. And then I have to remember, I have the mining backpack on me too. Because I can throw a kind of a dumb amount of ore in that mining backpack. Well, we got 3 stacks of copper from this, so that wasn't terrible. I thought the sun was out. That's how bright those lights are. Yeah, so 3 stacks should be fine. Yep, so then we're just gonna drive along this ridge here. Yeah, I still think making a like a road wouldn't be a terrible idea. I mean, I could even carve one out with in the terrain. I'm actually kind of half tempted to do that. Alright, so if I remember correctly, there's a big old crater right there.
Power low.
I think that that's something they need to fix too, because power low is only 50% of your battery. Like, that's not low power. I think low power would be like 25% maybe. Alright, and the base should be right over here. Yep, there's our gold miner, which is actively smelting gold for us, which is amazing to see. Alright, you know what we're gonna do. Not drive in the hole for one. But I have two of those batteries just sitting there. Let's put you away. Let's grab both of these batteries. It's probably a good thing because that battery was almost completely dead. We were at 9%. There we are. Crates are still there. Yep. I'm so paranoid of that now. Just suggested a new device, a tracking chip for the glasses like the CS chip as these beacons. That would be amazing. I would utilize that 100%. Might need some more plastic sheets. Actually, I think we had just enough plastic sheets for these normal walls. Granted, I don't have any for the
Super
windows.
low.
That actually looks pretty good. Alright, and then we have some more cable. Let's eject you. Let's turn you off. I do have a bunch of copper on me. Let's see. I need an integrated circuit and a logic housing. Which is copper, steel, and solder. Well, we'll just merge all of our copper together. So copper, steel, and solder. Make one of you. Then we'll make an integrated circuit, which is electrum. Perfect. And then I also need to make some electronic parts. I will do that once I make the integrated circuit and stuff. And now we're just kind of waiting. Beautiful. So there's the housing. Let's see the steel sheets. I can put back in here. 45 and 50. And we'll just do that. So there's a housing. Oh, I only need one, at least for right now. Beautiful. Alright, I need to take a shower too, and I need to fix my waste tank. Alright, let's head inside. I need to do a few different things. Alright, well, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take our suit off for a minute. Yep. Let's drink some water. Yeah, maybe I should get some curtains or something so I'm not showering in front of a window. Also, I feel like I should have some sort of flooring on here because, you know, water and wires don't really mix well. Yeah. Nice. Purify that water.
Waste tank caution. Power low.
Heck yeah. Alright, we are clean. Let's do... Actually, let's do this. Atmos analyzer. Even if the chip didn't give distance, that's okay as long as it tells the beacon. That way I'm good. Yeah, I'd be fine if it just showed the beacon. Like, I don't really care, you know, distance-wise. Alright, well, you know, we're just gonna do this. Sweet. Alright, we have a little bit of nitrogen in here. Yeah, those plants are eating through that CO2 quite fast. But we are ready to harvest these, so... Oh, then the sun's coming up. Beautiful. Okay, let's take our laptop with us. This, we'll just keep right there for now. Everything else, we should be good. Actually, we're gonna merge you. There we go. What are you? You're, oh, interior door, that's right. And we good. I do want to quickly smelt all the copper we have. Close you. Put you in there. Put you in there. Let's see. Waste, dank, caution. Alright, and there's all of our copper. Beautiful. Let's throw it in here to merge it with the other copper that we have. Ooh, before I forget, I need 8 of these. I need a bunch of iron. Well, I have a bunch of iron on here. Oh, those are getting made fast, so that should be okay. There's the sun. Looking directly at it, that's probably not good. Alright, 4 more. And then, yeah, once I have those deep miners working for us, I'm going to start working on our base here again. I want to build another battery is what I want to do so I can get even more power. Oh, we're done. Gosh dang it, I made 9. Oh well, that's okay. Well, you showered, so not anymore, I guess. I mean, I was pretty stinky, so I think I'm gonna have to build an air scrubber to scrub out all my stank from inside the base there. Actually, I wonder if your hygiene levels are really low, like do you give off pollution? That would be hilarious. And I could see the devs totally doing that too. The visors will protect my eyes. Honestly, on some planets, you almost need like a visor or something. Okay, so integrated circuit. Hmm. Yeah, we'll throw a laptop. Nope. I don't want to get in quite yet. Let's throw a laptop in there. Would be a neat meme. Okay. Let's see. I need a bunch of chutes. Actually, I think I just need a bunch of chutes now. I do. Okay. Let's empty you. I'm not too worried about the coal one just yet. But let's do that's 2 stacks of chutes. Actually, chutes are up here. Actually, doesn't really matter where chutes are. Yeah, we'll do 2 stacks of chutes right now. I'm not too worried about the chutes. Bro, you stinking so hard you're generating pollutions. I'm kind of wondering if your guy does not generate pollutant as when he's stinky. That'd actually be really hilarious. I have so much gold here, which is not the worst thing. Oh crap. It's fine. Alright. And then I need a lot more plastic sheets too. Granted, we will have a decent supply of silicone coming in, so we should be fine. The tablet showed air pollution. Yeah, I did see pollution in there. I wasn't sure if that was because of the using the welder inside. I know part of it was because of the welder. All right, and there we go. All right, we'll turn you off for now to conserve power, and then let's head back. I believe I have everything I need. Housing circuit. Yeah, we should be good. All right, crate's still there. We're moving, and crates are still there. I'm so paranoid. That's not even funny. I cannot turn. What the frick? I don't actually need the light on since it's daytime. All right. One thing I am going to do is we are going to copy this. All right. All right. Crates are still there. Oh God. It's kind of nice not needing a tracker. Man, it is right over there. I could just drive straight, I guess. There's so many resources in this. Well, we'll never be short on oxide and ice and stuff. There's a bunch of ice there. There's a bunch of oxide everywhere. There's a crap ton of copper down here, too. A little bit of everything. There's some lead, some iron. Alright, it should be right over here. There it is. We've gotten pretty good at navigating to our outpost over here. Alright, there's a hole. Don't drive into it. And here we are. Uh-oh. Oh, that was scary. Turn our light off, and we are good. Yeah, I'd be surprised if this is actually mining anything yet. This what I can do is I can do this. There we go. All right. Actually, I do need you so I can finish those other deep miners. I had some shoots on me already. It's hilarious. Okay. You really need to do some road servicing. It's dangerous. It is dangerous. But it's also kind of fun. Actually, it's really not. Because the last time I drove into a hole and then I had a whole issue with our crates. Alright, well, that's these deep miners done. This is looking great. I love this. Alright, you we're putting back in here. Let's put the screwdriver away. And let's just do the single one like this. That'll work. Okay, so smelting and ores. Smelting, import count. So if I remember correctly, yeah, these are the arc furnaces, and I actually remembered how to do this. So we're gonna do this, copy that there. Bam, bam. And then these are the centrifuges. Let's see, send. Wow. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. That should be all I really need to do. Confirm. Place you there, turn you on. Oops. Export first. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, if it reaches 100, it'll open. Once it reaches 1, they'll close. That should be all I need to do. Yeah, these are up. Yeah, so I don't think this has actually grabbed anything yet, which is fine. But in the meantime, let's hook up the other oh, that's the one thing I didn't do. I didn't grab any I didn't make any more centrifuges. Gosh dang it. That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to okay, yeah. 2, 3. And then it comes like this. And then it goes like this. 1, 2. 3. That'll work. Okay. So the centrifuges go right there. Alright, let's go grab some more chutes. I should have enough chutes. Because I have 2 over here. Yeah. There we go. This, and then 1, 2. Bam. Alright, so then the centrifuges go right here, and the chutes are all set up. So that should work. Now I just need to get some dirty ore in here so that I can actually see if it works properly. But in the meantime, what I can do is I can turn this... Oh, I can't turn you on yet because I don't have you hooked up to power. There's an issue. Okay, so let's do this. Uh, oops. I'm anal, and I want it to be exactly the same. So we're gonna do it like this. There we go. Now it's working. She's drilling. I almost wish there was like a display to show you exactly like how far the drill is down. I think that'd be cool. Alright, yeah, so there's nothing in here yet, but this should all be set up. I guess the one thing I can do is I can actually turn all of these on. There we go. Alright, so then I just have to hook this one up, and then I just have to hook... Yeah, I essentially just have to get some centrifuges here, and then just hook it up to a... Yeah, I'm gonna need another stacker now that I think about it, but hook it up to a stacker so I can stack all the coal that we have, and then just put it in the silo here.
Hunger caution.
I do want to see if these solar panels are enough to keep up. I mean, either way, I'm probably going to make a solid fuel generator, but everything should be programmed correctly. So I say we head home, we make 4 more centrifuges, and then hopefully by then, this one is starting to actually do what it needs to do. But it's going to take a minute for this to actually get going. But our mining outpost is up and running for the most part. So yeah, let's head home. Let's turn this light on so I can actually see where we're going. Yeah, let's head home. Let's make some more centrifuges, and then we'll come back, and hopefully that's working on those ores for us. Alright, so it should just be straight this way. Yeah, I might have to see if I can't like carve out a road or something for me. I was gonna use cladding, which I guess I could. That would work. Wouldn't be the worst thing. I could use like steel frames and cladding, or heck, I could even just use cladding itself. That would also work. Cool green diagram ETA time. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or like on some of those cheesy movies where it shows like a big drill, like like going down towards the bedrock. And then yeah, like a time would be cool. Granted, you can actually set up logic, so yeah, you can set up a display in logic so you'll know when the next ores are inbound. So that is actually very possible. All right, let's see here. I think if I go this way, there it is. Sweet. Out of curiosity, I want to see how many or how much gold we have in here. Holy crap. So we have three items in the silo. Each of those are stacked to 500, so we have 1,500 gold in this silo right now. Yeah, I'm thinking once the silo gets to a certain point, we have the deep miners actually turn off. That's insane. Turn you off. Open you up. Alright, so... yeah, I need centrifuges. And then those deep miners over there are basically done.
Power low.
But power's fine. Alright, iron and copper. So I need, what, 80 iron and 20 copper? Yeah, 80 iron and 20 copper. Boom. Well, that's going to take a minute. Actually, those are being made quite fast. I do need to worry about hunger. I was going to say hunger and food, but hunger and water. Turn our suit off. Open up our helmet. Oh, I left this on, didn't I? I probably could just leave this on, actually. I think I had 4 charcoal. Yeah, I think it only uses up the charcoal um, as it's purifying water. If there's no water in here to purify, then it doesn't actually use it. Not 100% sure on that one, but I'm like 80% sure. Alright, so water's taken care of. Let's eat our baked potato. So, gold-plated walls one. That would be pretty cool. I mean, I can paint the walls yellow and pretend it's gold-plated, I suppose. Hey, the sun's out. If I can get lucky and find a trader that I can trade gold to, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so this battery's actually keeping up. That's actually really nice. I do kind of want to build another battery, though. Just so we have it. One thing I do need to do is I need a bunch of plastic sheets. Deep miner cartridge, passive vents, logic IOs. I have a bunch of different things. I need flooring for one. I need to place some flooring in here. Let's see, I don't actually need you guys anymore, do I? Yeah, so we need some flooring. So that I can hide all the pipes and stuff around here. I want to expand our farm, but I also need a better way to get CO2, which if I find a trader, I can get chickens. Chickens would give off CO2. Something cool would be to have a recharging station at each outpost. That's not a bad idea. So then I can just park the rover there, and then they'll charge up the batteries in the rover. I could do wireless charging. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I like that idea, actually. Alright, so everything else is taken care of. We have food, we have water, our battery's good, our oxygen's good. Yeah, we should be good to go. Turn our suit on. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And then I need a bunch of steel sheets, which we have, so that actually works out. All right. I think we're good to go. I do need a bunch more chutes though, don't I? For coal. Let's see. Actually, I need a bunch of iron as well. I guess I could. Maybe we'll collect some iron while we're out. Because I'm not too worried about the coal right now. The only thing I'd be worried about is if is if we start running low on power, which we very well could. Those deep miners do eat a little bit of power. Alright, crates are still there. We're still good to go. A rover with wireless batteries works well. I used to... Oh, crap. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the wireless batteries. It is more of a convenience thing, not having to swap batteries out all the time, but realistically, swapping batteries out isn't really the biggest thing either. I guess the only thing is if you forget to swap them out, that's where everything would be kind of bad. An upgraded rover, though, rover Mark II would be pretty cool. I think this is the only rover. Oh, that was weird. It kind of lagged a little bit there. Yeah, I think right now this is the only rover in the game. It's so funny. I'm driving past a bunch of gold and stuff too, and I'm just like, I don't need you. 16th to 17th century paintings are not copyrighted, so it would be cheap to add. I mean, heck, you could even use AI to make up like a random painting. Or here's something, give us an easel so we can paint. I mean, there is spray paint in the game. We can make a cool spray painted painting. Let's see. And there's our outpost. Alright, let's see. I grab these. Here, let's start off with these guys over here. There we are. And then let's place these other two over here. There we are. Now I need a bunch of steel sheets. Let's see, I believe it's this. I'll grab you. Yeah, those solar panels. The battery's not really keeping up, is it? So I can either get more solar panels or just get a solid fuel generator.
Jetpack low.
Uh-oh. Jetpack low. Alright, and these centrifuges are turned on. Let's see, do we have anything? Oh, we do. We have copper, we have iron, and we have silicone in here. So that part's working. So I do have this program, so once there's 100 ore, not in each machine, like 100 ore total, it'll unload. It's actually, maybe, I think I should probably do like, what, like 50% centrifuge? I could do that. Granted, it's going to take a minute for these ones, so I'm not too worried about there. I want to make sure that this is actually working as intended. Let's see. So we have 30. Yeah, so we have 34. Yeah, so we have about 60 or 70 ore in these centrifuges as of right now. I want to make sure everything's working as it should. Well, we're waiting for some more dirty ore to come in. Yeah, so I think these are slightly faster than the deep miner. Let's see, are you still... All right, you are fully charging. Yeah, so if you hit 100% during the day, then we should hopefully be fine. Granted, I did turn on some more centrifuges, so yeah, I might need some more solar panels or the solid fuel generator. The solid fuel generator is probably the better way to go. Granted, not every outpost is going to have a solid fuel generator either. Just conveniently this one. Alright, there's more dirty ore there. Perfect. I just want to make sure that this is actually working. 17. Let's see, it's 28. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So every dirty ore that we process, 50% is iron, 33%, or it's like fifth. Oh, I can't remember exactly what it is. I think it's 50% iron, like 30% copper, and like 20% or something for silicone. Yeah, it is more efficient to keep them at max speed longer. I just want to make sure that this is programmed right, which I'm fairly confident it is. I just want to double check. Let's see, do we have dirty ore in here yet? No, we do not. Are you full? Well, hopefully this battery will last through the night. I guess we'll find out. Let's see, yes, we have 32. Yeah, we have about 40. 40 in here and 40 in here, give or take. Actually, we have about 30 in here, don't we? I just want to make sure that this is working right.
Jetpack
Like,
low.
I want to make sure the sorters are working. I want to make sure everything's working. What I'll probably do is swap our jetpack for our waste tank. I'm gonna wait till the jetpack's completely empty though, because right now I believe it's filled with nitrogen maybe? Yeah, no. Once I know that this setup is working correctly, I'm gonna actually increase it so then these will stay on longer. Not that it really matters. I mean, I'm not gonna be over here all the time, and just like with our gold miner, I'm gonna collect it and then just not have to worry about it for a while. So it'll be fine regardless of how I do it. I just want to make sure it's working properly though. And more dirty ore there. Waiting for more dirty ore to come in here. I guess I could get I could set up some logic in a
Jetpack low.
display so I can see exactly how much ore is in all
Jetpack
of these
low.
guys. Yes, I know the jetpack's low. Makes sense. They send all short people to toil in the mines for super Earth cannon. All right, more dirty ore there. We have some more dirty ore in here. Let's see, that's at least 40. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. So, let's see here. Is there anything else I can do over here while we're waiting? I don't have any more chutes or anything
Filter low.
else on me, so yeah, I know I have to swap our filter out. The one thing is that battery's dropping fairly quick. That's my only other concern. Here, let's drop the tracker over here. I don't actually think I need the tracker over here anymore. Yeah, it should be working. So, yeah, maybe what we'll do for the last few minutes of the stream, because this should be working correctly, is I'm going to go grab I'm going to make a solid fuel generator. We're going to make some more chutes, and then we're going to feed the chutes from, well, I also need to make a stacker too. So yeah, we're going to have a stacker, some chutes. We're going to feed the chutes in, or feed the coal into here, and then we'll set up a solid fuel generator that'll power this, so then I can reuse these solar panels elsewhere. Because, yeah, my only concern is if we run out of power in the middle of the night, which is going to be an issue. Because if we do, then these furnaces will turn off, and yeah, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, so we'll head back. Yeah, so I need chutes, solid fuel generator, and a stacker. And then here's to hoping that battery lasts through the night. It's at about 50%, so I'm not sure how full it actually got charged either, though. There's a hole. And then, yeah, once I start getting some silicone, I can make some more plastic sheets so I can finish the outside of our base. But yeah, the main thing is we got our mining outpost up and running. It's not fully functioning yet because I don't have that coal miner done, but for the most part, it should be working. Yeah, then I think making some cladding and building kind of like a makeshift road, that might not be a bad idea. Because then I can also make signs and stuff too. That'd be fun. Alright, and our base should be on the other side of this hill right there. And that hill's actually a crater. Yep, straight this way. The setup is that you have iron and coal, so fairly simple to tourism. Yeah, so and that was one reason why I'm glad there was coal right next to that, because then yeah, steel's going to be no issue, and I'll be able to I'll have enough coal and iron being produced where I'll have all the steel that I want, so I'm really not worried about it. All right, that battery's lasting. So I need a solid fuel generator, which is probably going to be over here. So 50 iron and 10 copper. That's the one thing I didn't grab was iron. Gosh dang it. Completely forgot. I spaced it. Well, there's a bunch of iron over here, so let's go mine some iron here really quick so I can smelt it and then make a solid fuel generator. I'd like to get it set up before I end the episode, which I don't think I'm gonna because I have to make a bunch of shoots and stuff too. So maybe that'll be the first thing I do next episode. But if I can get everything, I guess, made, I can go over there and see if it's actually working as it's supposed to. Let's see, colon ice on the moon, but my physics nerd brain. Yeah. You know what? Don't question it. Oh geez, there's a bunch of coal and stuff here too. I don't really need any silver. I have a dumb amount of silver. And I just grabbed silver. Gosh dang it. I didn't want silver. I want iron. Which is apparently mixed in with the silver. Alright. Well, that's quite a bit of iron that we have, so that should be fine. I mean, you got a point. They kind of simplified everything, didn't they? Okay. So our base over there is doing good. That battery's... Well, that battery's holding. I wonder how our battery at our other place is doing. Alright, we'll just do this. I could use this, but I'd have to wait for it to vent, and that's all sorts of work, so we're just going to use this guy right here. I do need 10 copper.
Jetpack low.
Yes, I know the jetpack's low. Alright, turn you off, turn you back on, resmelt you,
Jetpack low.
put you in there. Sweet, we are making a solid fuel generator. And then I need to make a bunch of chutes too, so I'm glad I'm smelting a bunch of ores.
Power low.
Power is kind of low, isn't it? Well, it's low for me. It's about 66% full for that. I mean, I could also get some beans. Well, I need to get soybeans either way. So, yeah, that's kind of my plan for the next episode is once we get the outpost over there completely done, we're gonna start working on our base here again. Obviously, I'm gonna move all the printers and stuff inside so that I don't have to worry about,
Jetpack low.
you know, oxygen and stuff. But I also want to build a trader. So we're gonna have a trader platform. I'm thinking the trader. I almost want to build over the crater. I think that'd be kind of cool. So have a platform here and then have like a trading platform that like hangs over the crater. I think that'd be fun. Ooh, solid fuel generator is up and running. Well, not really up and running, but we have it. I have enough heavy cable, so we should be fine there. Let's grab... Alright, we have iron. How much iron do we have? Here, let's get rid of all the iron in here really quick. Alright, let's put another stack of iron in here. I like how the sun is slowly, or the earth is slowly going, away from the sun. Like it's not going behind the earth at all now. It's just pure day. All right, that's enough. All right, so this will make 2 stacks of chutes here for us. And then I think I am going to call the episode here. I programmed our other platform the same as this one, so it should be working. I shouldn't have anything to worry about. In the next episode, what I'm going to do is we're going to program the solid fuel generator to... ooh, how do I want to do that? I might have to move that battery. I'll figure it out in the next episode. But essentially, the coal is going to feed into the solid fuel generator, and it's not going to turn on until the battery reaches a certain point, and then the solid fuel generator will turn on and charge it up to 100%, and then it'll turn off, and then as the battery drops below a certain point, it'll turn back on again. So yeah, I'm going to automate that, and then depending on where some of the other outposts are, I might just have to set up a bunch of solar panels, which wouldn't be the worst thing, but yeah, I am going to call the episode here. We did quite a bit. We got our outpost basically done. There's just a few other tweaks I need to do to it, but we should have a decent supply of iron, copper, and silicone coming in once everything kind of starts flowing as it should. Um, but yeah, I'm going to call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.